All right, so if you guys are on the main map for right now, the last you guys remember is that you guys were in Ailedale. You had found a secret passage to in your house that you were gifted to by the leader of the town. I should get my notes. His name was. That was his name, indeed. There it is. Gustav. Gustav. He gifted you guys this house. You guys went searching through the house immediately as normal. Any normal people would, searching their new house, only to find that there was what looks to be skeletons and literally skeletons in the attic. A lot of weird stuff going on in the house. A lot of markings that shouldn't have been there, including a chest, Azerial, that was holding some darkness in there. For the most part, you guys found a basement entrance to the house, or what seemed to be a cellar entrance that seemed to go on forever, only leading you guys into more traps and just bad environment where I believe it was your rogue or someone fell down a trap door and slid down to a trap area. The rest of you decided the best thing to do was just to follow him down there. As you guys did, you landed into a puzzle area, or kind of a weird square room that the walls moved in. Further in, you discovered that it was actually what seemed to be like a torture dungeon, torture lair. Some nefarious stuff was going on. You ran into some cannibals who were very creepy and disfigured for the most part. You guys realized that at a certain point, you guys were falling into patterns of cannibalism, as you were overcome with urges to eat the meat, human flesh, except for Tack, indeed. As you guys watched this, you also found a member of your party who had been tortured, Rivdal, a female elf who was missing an eye and had parts, possibly organs missing, and a broken leg. And you guys didn't really know what to do with her. She seemed to be showing signs of cannibalism herself, and craziness going on. That being said, Suap and Nessus's brother, his brother Draenor, escorted Suap and Draenor escorted Rivdal out. They carried her out. As they were doing so, they were going back up the same staircases that Suap remembers coming down in. And the staircase fell out from below them. It just kind of fell, and as it did, Suap, you got separated from Draenor. He had to go back down the staircase and meet up with the original party. You, on the other hand, had Rivdal on your back, carrying her. At that moment, the staircase collapsed. Rivdal saw a moment to get away and actually bit into your shoulder, Suap. Being as you're a lizard folk and kind of scaly, it didn't seem to find purchase, didn't seem to be too much damage. You definitely felt it, releasing her and dropping her to the ground. As you did, she arched her back ring style and kind of went on all fours, reverse style, and kind of twisted her head a little bit and looked at you. For being injured as she was, this was not normal. She seemed to be almost possessed in a manner, and she seemingly tried to attack you some more. As she chased you up the stairs, Suap, you pretty much saw enough of that and ran up the stairs to try to avoid any more conflict and trying to avoid killing Rivdal, knowing that she's one of your members of your party of the Dawnclaws. When you got to the top of the stairs, though, however, she was still attacking you. You jumped up into the house and turned around and saw her coming up the stairs. As you did, you were able to slam the heavy-ass door that you guys had opened up in the floor of your house, that was like covered with stones and stuff on the inside. That's why it was probably like a couple 100-pound door. You slammed it down upon her, and you just heard this weird guttural crushing sound as you heard, and then you heard like a scream, and you heard scuttling, and that was the last time you seen Rivdal. You tried to open the door. You felt bad about it afterwards. You tried to reopen the door, and you had no luck. And that's when you heard the screams coming from outside. When you went outside, you saw what appeared to be clouds of darkness shooting up from the wells, clouds coming down from Mount Pokx, overtaking the town, and you've seen fires. Most of the buildings are on fire. There was dead bodies strewn throughout the streets, and you saw a lot of the villagers and some of the people that were left from Ailedale making their way south out of town, being attacked. So you immediately ran to their aid and was fighting off what the best you could describe was these black looking kobold-like creatures that were attacking them, killing several of them. You were able to save some of the villagers and hide in the woods to the south, Suap. The rest of the party, however, went through this dungeon, the torture dungeon, and completed it, defeating what they considered to be Big Brother and Little, or Brother Butcher and Sister Slaughter, and making their way in, only to find that Zella herself, the goddess of darkness and evil, was somehow controlling what was going on and was in control of the happenings around all this weird shit that was going on in town, all the cannibalism. That being said, you guys managed to not defeat Zella. Obviously, her being a god, it was pretty much impossible for you guys to overpower her strength. She did, however, from what you understand, possibly have something to do with killing some of your party members. One of them being what was his name? To be honest, I don't remember. Let me look at the character sheet.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, one of your other Dawn Claws that was with you, who was another elf, who had pieces dismembered from her or from him and looked like he had been eaten. The one that fell into the well and broke his arm.
Oh, yeah.
Some of you guys weren't aware of him falling in the well. You've lost a lot of your Dawn Claw members. You've been split up a lot. You've lost your barbarian that you guys had with you. Yeah, it's been a pretty shit couple days. You guys were able to defeat, for the most part, the constructs that Zella made, but you weren't able to defeat her herself. As you guys were fleeing, she basically took control of Nessus himself, consuming Nessus's body, sending all this darkness into Nessus. And as you guys were leaving, Nessus started to actually physically attack you, almost killing Tak on the way out. You guys fled through what seemed to be a tunnel to the surface. As you guys came to the surface, you realized it came out behind the tavern, where there was what you guys realized to be hundreds of corpses of looks to be bodies that had been consumed by the townsfolk themselves. Surprisingly enough, not being aware of this beforehand, you guys didn't see this beforehand. Then you guys heard the screams and the fire. The same thing Soup came up to whenever he was able to come back to the surface. The town was basically being destroyed, and is when you guys recognized coming down from Mount Pokx, from this direction, Mount Pokx, a huge ominous black cloud kind of consuming down over Ailedale, as long as black clouds and like this nasty like ichor liquid coming up out of the wells, spreading throughout the town. You've seen what looked to be shadows killing people. You've seen people cut in half on the street. You've seen bodies on fire, dead kobolds, and what you guys were able to see, some villagers possibly heading south on the south road out of town. You guys, I believe, followed that road as well, and that is where we now find our party, just right about now, catching up with about 3 or 4 townsfolk that are running out of town right now, trying to catch up, just having what they have on their backs. A few of them have like some sheets wrapped up with some gear and stuff like that. They took what they were able to get, and they fled the town. But from there, you guys can take over. The people are there. I guess it would be Seven. You be with the party. Duncan, you be with the party. And Tak, I guess you be the 3 that are currently right now that just caught up with the villagers. Go ahead and roll perceptions. Let's just start out to roll perceptions for what you guys see. You're about a mile away from Ailedale, but you can still hear faint screams off in the distance, and you can see the darkness still approaching to the south. Good start to the night, Tak, for sure, absolutely.
Wait, aren't we still just running away?
You are. You're still fleeing, but I wanted you to go ahead and roll perception.
I need my character sheet back.
Situational.
I got you, bud.
I only have Vorgi right now.
Yep, I got you. 7. There you are. Restore. Let me get you back up to the top so you can see your character sheet. I'm gonna put you guys together for the most part. Tack, Seven, and Duncan, Idaho. I don't think Duncan. You need your character too.
Look at all them 20s lining up pretty in a row.
Actually, Duncan, your character sheet's already out there, isn't it?
Yeah, my character sheet's already set up under characters.
I see. I got you. Let me move you guys together for the most part. And we have new characters joining us tonight with Little Pip possibly here coming in. And... All right. You guys are together for the most part. That being said, Tack, obviously, all of you really, Tack especially, you notice visibly as you catch up with these three villagers, what looks to be, one of them looks to be a child, and the other two look to be possibly the parents or just someone looking after the child. The man of the group, there's a woman and a man and a small child. It looks to be a boy. They're all kind of just carrying, they're disheveled, their clothes are tattered. You don't recognize them from Ailedale, but you know they're obviously from the town because there's a lot of like people fleeing this direction. The man himself is hurt pretty badly. It looks like he has a big gash across his abdomen. Tack, as you notice this, you see what looks to be a large group of villagers hidden in the woods to the right of the road that you're heading to. We're just doing basically theater of the mind right now. I'm not going to really show you guys a map. It's not really necessary. But you look to the right and you see a large group kind of huddled in the forest, and you actually Tack, you see a familiar figure kind of standing in front of them, kind of like trying to hide them with his body, and you recognize Suap the Crocs, your friend and lizard folk comrade of the Dragonborn, kind of trying to protect these people. Not very well disguised in the woods. They seem to think that they're hidden, but they're not very well hidden. They're making a lot of noise. There's probably about 10 or 11 of them. A big group that Suap seemed to save and hide to the side of the road. Duncan, Idaho, and number 7. You guys see this after Tack points. You guys see exactly what he sees for the most part. You guys don't see Suap at first. He kind of blends in. And then Tack says, "Look, it's Suap. He's over there with people."
We're still running, right?
No, you're kind of walking at this point. You guys ran for about a mile. Actually, you guys are quite tired. Tack himself has actually been helped by you guys. He's injured. Tack himself, his ankle looks to be partially like broken, if not like cut, like almost like to where you can see the bone.
I'm hurting real bad.
Still very perceptive,
guys.
Tack. Even as hurt as you are, you're still very perceptive, apparently.
Guys, where the fuck were these people earlier in the town?
Who knows?
How the town didn't have kids in it. How is there a kid now?
I don't know, man.
From the map you guys saw earlier, we're going to disregard the map of Ailedale for the most part. There was actually houses and stuff in Ailedale that just weren't disclosed on the maps. Let's put it that way. They weren't really marked on the map, but there was small hovels and houses and stuff throughout Ailedale. One of the biggest houses just happened to be the one you guys basically was able to retrieve and stuff. Which you guys got some information from the house. You guys recognize the name of Juno as the previous house owner. But that's about all you got. I'm not going to really give you guys information unless you wrote it down, I guess, yourself at this point. And if anyone's watching, I'm sorry, stream, for not starting this campaign back up sooner, or at least with these guys, our original gangster group.
We all need to get as far away from this place as we can.
Suap, you see them now as well, by the way, just with your passive perception. You're able to recognize a group of Dawnclaws, a small detachment of Dawnclaws escorting 3 villagers. You guys...
Bonjour. I need to... Oh, hey.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Lacroix.
Some fucked up shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Do you happen to have any means of healing me and or putting me out of my misery?
The latter I could do.
Okay, let's get to it.
Does anyone have any good bears to heal you or something?
I haven't slept, and I used all my good berries.
Shit. Oh, we should move further away from the town so we're pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean, the road heads farther south,
We're gonna keep doing that.
It's a pretty
Make it within the
basic
city.
dirt road. You can see that wagons could travel down it, but it's nothing very definite. On both sides of the to your left is more of a forest that seems to end with more of a mountainous region, or not mountainous, but just kind of cliffs, like broken area. Like you can kind of see it on the map. It kind of looks like a little bit of a cliff face, maybe like a drop off, like a 30-40 foot cliff face to the left of the road. To the right of the road over here is more forest. It kind of goes on for a while. But yeah, the darkness, from what you guys can tell, yeah, absolutely. That's the way the road heads to the southeast or southwest. You guys can keep traveling down the road, or you can head through the woods. You're more than welcome to go whichever direction you want.
I think we should just head that way. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I found a pretty good head crushing stump Lacroix could kill me on.
I just
Bunch of my
crush your head like a grape with my jaws, probably.
The villagers that you were guarding earlier, Soup, that you rescued from some of the kobolds, seem to be very unwilling to come out of the forest where they're hiding right now. They're about 20 feet off to the right of the trail. One of the villagers, one of the guys of the village, it looks to be a farmer somewhere. He's like, oh, I don't want to go out there. We can't trust them. We don't know who they are. Just please help us. We need help.
If you guys stay close to this town, eventually it's gonna spread here and attack you guys.
Yeah,
The
should
best bet is running away.
I'll roll persuasion to tell them that you need to either leave.
We have children. Go ahead. Yeah, if you want to, go ahead and roll it.
I don't want to be this guy,
You can
but
either stay
we
here
could leave them.
and everything's going to find you because you suck at hide and seek, or you can leave and live.
Okay.
Your
all right.
children can
shit.
come with you.
Let's put
You
the
don't
children
have
out
to
front
leave
then.
them.
Children, and there's about 7 kids that come out
That's a
of the
good
forest,
idea.
and they
Yes,
kind of
we
they
need
put them.
that body
Meat
bag
shields?
right there.
No, I mean like you put them further out
Crap.
front to the south, between you and the darkness, and then
Yeah, they'll take the
the man looks at you.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, not out front of like. I mean, you guys can lead if you don't. You guys can put them however you want.
Put them into a fort wall.
Put them in the middle. Circle the wagons.
There looks to be about another 5 men. They come out of the forest. Some of them seem to be pretty battered, and they say, well, "We can fight." And some of them have sticks. Some have
Bullshit.
like wooden pitchforks. One guy actually has an axe. He looks like he might know, the only one out of the group that looks like he might know how to fight a little bit. He seems injured a little bit already. He's like, "We'll help you. We'll help you defend the people. We just got to get them to the south." One of the men actually says, I know of a town to the south, but it's quite a ways to the south, miles to the south, in fact. It's actually a halfling town. They'll help us if we can get there. I know some of the leaders of the town.
Halflings suck.
Go ahead and roll a history check. You could all roll it. I would say mostly. Yeah, go ahead. You all go ahead and roll a history check.
Happened in this area, to my knowledge.
Yeah, you've not really been this far to the south. None of you really have. Tack, you've heard of a halfling village to the south below the falls, but you're not really aware of its location.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the town and how much it sucked.
I'm the halfling, and I haven't heard of the halfling village.
Are you a halfling, 7?
Yeah.
You would be aware of this village, and absolutely you get advantage. So I'll give you the 19. You know it is Meadshire. It is.
Oh, Meadshire. I hear they have actually kind of decent, if bad, meat.
I was gonna say you guys knew it from your dealer of Shireweed came from there.
Yeah.
Hobbit hash.
I don't smoke weed.
I'm talking about Dak.
Good. Tack doesn't smoke weed.
He said Dak.
Oh,
Sorry, raviolis in the mouth.
Tack's a good
Ravioli,
boy.
ravioli,
Give me the
formula.
formula.
Tack's still bleeding out. And
No, you're
getting
fine, man.
more.
No, you're not bleeding out. You're
Here's fucked
I
up.
have 1 hit point.
fine.
Oh, God.
Don't-
Nobody has
don't
any
worry.
health potions?
I
Guys.
don't.
Let me see if I have one. I think
Guys.
I used them all.
Guys, we left the log in one of the wells.
I'll
Nah,
just
no.
like.
We left it at the town.
Oh, it'll be safer in the well. Then we can come back and get it once the corruption is
The
done
the
spreading.
energy shot out of the wells. It might be hurt.
I'll
It's either
just,
dead or alive. So
We have to go back for the log.
Dude, you're the
That's an
only
awful
log
idea.
we need right now.
yeah, the log lives inside of you. Don't let its death mean nothing.
The log lives on in me.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at the villagers and say, do any of you know any healing?
Oh, I think my wife does. I believe she can probably patch your friend up, but we're probably gonna have to make some type of gurney for him or something. He doesn't look like he can walk.
I don't need
Nah,
your pity.
he's fine. We'll just carry him. If it comes to the worst, we can throw him forward. He'll crawl the rest of the way.
Sandy, and she's up there with the children. She's like, yes, and she runs back. She's like, oh, we don't have much time here, and she's like, get me some
Hey,
sticks,
good looking.
sticks and some cloths. Does anyone have any cloth?
What are you doing with Log's children?
And some of the villagers, some of the guys run off and find some sticks on the side of the path, and she's gonna need about a foot-long stick, about this long, and she wraps up your leg with some dirty cloth that one of the
Wait,
villagers.
the cloth is from Tak's shirt. I rip it off.
Okay.
So he has a belly shirt now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
She wraps up
I
your
keep
leg.
smacking her hands away, trying to stop her.
You
No.
can visibly see Tack
No.
at this point. Your foot is literally just dangling on there. It's not very well
Right
attached. She doesn't really set it. She puts it in place. It's very, very painful. Tack, go ahead and roll a con save as
You
she's
hear a
setting
sharp
this
crack.
as best she can. She can't really replace it. Like the bone is shattered from what it looks like. Yeah, you go ahead and pass out, Tack, temporarily. You are unconscious.
Take
Uh,
1 point of damage.
Did I hit his foot or something? Damn.
Yeah, you caught him in the foot that last battle. Do you remember when it went low? He tried to jump and you hit him in the leg and he fell down.
I was going for the chest.
Well, you hit him in the leg with the
All right,
ankle. The
it's
ankle.
a low blow.
Yep. For the most part, Tack, you pass out. How do you guys want to go about transporting him? He's pretty light for the most part.
I mean, I'm
Tack
a
mumbles in
halfling.
his sleep about how he misses his log.
I'm not very strong.
I'm pretty strong. I can carry him, or if we have 2 long enough sticks and a blanket, we can make a stretcher, basically, or a litter.
I'll just carry him. I just roll strength.
You guys could like get a rope and then one person could just drag him behind you.
As you guys say that, Duncan kind of picks him up and just kind of like throws him up over his back, fireman style, supporting his leg a little bit. You got him for now, Duncan. You guys can
I'm
only,
supposed to start walking.
yeah, you guys can travel. You can only travel very slowly with the group of people that you have right now. It's not a very fast. You guys try to travel fast, but the kids are scared of every little sound they hear on the sides and left sides of the road. Every crack, like, and the kids are like, oh, and they all kind of jump out, and the women try to calm them down and say, it's okay, it's okay. And you guys constantly hear this screeching off in the distance behind you, like, Suap, you recognize this. You heard this earlier. This definitely sounds like the kobold, like the black kobold-like creatures that you heard from earlier. The sounds definitely seem to be getting closer. You guys don't seem to be able to keep ahead of the darkness as it approaches you. It seems to be catching you.
Can I try to do a message to the kids to make them speed up?
Yeah, you can try to do an inspiration maybe.
I'm gonna do say it first. If you're scared of something, slowing down is not the solution. That way it'll catch you. Run faster, or it'll be able to catch you. Run.
Roll a persuasion
You punk bitches.
with a +2 modifier on top of your already. Because they see you carrying your hurt friend here. You're kind of inspiring the kids some. So 19. Yeah, the kids listen and they pick up the pace a little bit. With your lead, actually, Duncan. With Tack on your shoulders, you lead the group, and the kids kind of follow you in some of the order. Some of the more brave older children kind of like pick up sticks and rocks and kind of like get in line and kind of get ready to, handle their own and protect the smaller children. Some of the women actually pick up some of the smaller children and just throw them up on their shoulders and start carrying them.
Oh. I also thought you were going to say they're going to use the children as weapons, but that's fun too.
Yeah, they do. They tie them together with a rope, and you see one lady with a
Beat a motherfucker.
child nunchucks. Yeah.
Child Warhammer.
But for the most part, yeah, you guys are heading southwest on the road. You guys are making a pretty good pace for the most part. Now that you've sped up a little bit, you hear the caws in the distance, but you also hear screaming, like maybe you guys, that there's other villagers behind you that haven't caught up yet that are getting like caught by some of the you guys don't seem to know this. Suap, do you inform them of the kobolds? I guess I would say of what
Yeah.
you appear to be kobolds. You can't really tell. They're jet black. They don't look like any kobolds you've ever seen before.
Okay.
But
so
you-
I tell him.
Yeah.
I tell him those screeches are from some type of black kobold thing. I think we need to be getting out of here if we can. Also, as a side note, if things go south, I'm not against leaving these people.
Yeah, hear that, people?
In a whisper, in a
Hey,
You're whispering just to your group or whatever, I would assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Soup tells you guys this within the Dawnclaw group. You guys can take that as you will.
use the secret Dawnclaw language to say it to us.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can technically.
Yeah, I was wondering if we had like gestures for shit like that.
You
if
have
things go
gestures.
bad.
You have
Okay.
gestures, but you
What
also
gestures?
have what I guess would be like a Pig Latin version of your guys' Dawnclaw. For instance, like
Snay on the leafy
Gotcha.
people.
exactly. It's not very technical. Like a very intellectual or a very smart person might be able to pick up on it. But these are villagers. They don't seem to be listening. They trust you guys. I mean, they all they have is you. So
Bunch
I
of
mean,
dummies.
regardless whether you guys were saying like let's kill them all, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
Also, welcome, Spider. Welcome to stream.
Oh yeah, what's up, Spider? Thanks for joining us
Spider.
tonight. We're actually running a campaign. We just started, bud. So
Can I bleed on some of the kids a little bit since they're following around?
you're passed
No,
out.
You're
so
unconscious.
You
I
can't,
am
you can't
passed
try to
out,
bleed.
but I'm
I'll
bleeding.
allow you to roll a Constitution with
You can bleed
disadvantage
on
at this
Duncan.
point. It's only been about
You
20
can
minutes.
Bleed
No, he
for-
can bleed. He can bleed in my splint mail. So
You can bleed for your HP.
Yeah, you're still
I'm
unconscious.
bleeding on everything.
I'll go ahead and move your guys to square a little bit.
Automatic bleeding, 1 HP.
Pip, go ahead and roll a perception, bud.
Okay.
how's that little pink dot? So don't just accidentally touch the screen.
Let's see. Where's my character sheet? There it is.
And just click perception actually in the character sheet, bud. And it'll roll it. Pip, you're actually off in the forest right now, just southwest of the party. You don't really realize that the party's up above you right now, but you're off basically on the road, basically trying to I guess what you could say, you're with another Dawnclaw group to the south. Things didn't go so well, Pip, and you've been on your own for a little while. It's been about a year since you've seen any other Dawnclaws, and you've been down in Meadshire kind of hiding out for the most part. It's not that you left the Dawnclaws, but you've been down there with family and stuff like that. You started heading north on the road because you heard of some possible opportunities to, I guess what you would consider rob people along the road.
Yeah.
And you heard of bandits along the road. Pip, being of the nature of you are, being a thief, you saw this as an opportunity, and you came up here with your brother, in fact, who is actually turned back to town because, from what you guys could tell, this is dead ends. You couldn't find anybody, from what you could
Yeah.
tell, and
Slim
you were about to.
pickings.
You were about to turn back yourself. It's getting kind of late, and that's when you notice what appears to be this very, very dark cloud coming in from the north. You think it's just storm clouds at first, and as it gets closer, you start to hear what seems like faint screams off in the distance, and then that's when you notice the first small group of disheveled villagers walking down the road, about 2 or 3 of them, and then another 2 behind them, and then a bigger group of about 5. And this goes on for about 15-20 minutes. What do you want to do, Pip, as you're watching these villagers walk to the road south towards your village?
I'm going to stop one of them and ask, "What are you running from? I see the cloud, but what's the cloud?"
Oh, it's Ailedale. It's gone. Ailedale's it's burnt to the ground. There's death. There's death everywhere. I need to find my family.
Not
Can you help me?
I don't know. Do you have coin?
Coin? What kind of person are you? And he kind of just looks away from you. He's like, of course not. They destroyed everything. And he starts to cry a little bit, and he just walks away from you.
Interesting.
You see another group of 5 start to walk by. They seem to be carrying bags and stuff of their like sheets with stuff in it over their shoulders. Your typical like vagabond knapsack carrying over their shoulders.
Nothing of interest to me.
One
they've
of them
only got meager
One of them is a
provisions.
halfling though.
One of them's a halfling. I will go up to the halfling and speak to them in halfling. Brother, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah. They destroyed Ailedale. I own a shop up there. And they just, all of a sudden, this cloud just came over the town, and the people were acting weird weeks beforehand. I think something was going on. I'm not really sure. I can't really say what was going on, but I know something wasn't right. And then just out of nowhere, like this fire and these black figures, these shadows started coming down, and then these winged figures started coming down and tearing people apart, and then this dark black ooze started coming out of the ground, and then this cloud. It's just everything's destroyed. My shop's gone. Everything's gone.
Damn.
Well, take this copper piece and be on your way.
We're heading to Meadshire. I'm taking this group of people with me to Meadshire. Is that still there? Like, is Meadshire okay? Like, I haven't been there for years, brother. What's your name, by the way? Are you from Meadshire?
Am I from Meadshire?
You can be if you want to. I don't know your backstory.
You're coming from.
Yeah, I haven't had time to have backstory.
You do have family in Meadshire, because that's predominantly a halfling town. For the most part, you don't really. It's up to you.
I'm not from Meadshire. I'm currently visiting family in Meadshire, though. So
everything's still intact. That'd be great. There's more people behind us, though. They could use your help. If he looks at you, he can tell you. He can tell if you're of good, hearty make for a halfling. He can tell that you obviously have weapons and you haven't been basically torn apart.
I mean, I could help for coin.
I can pay you coin if you just go and help some of the villagers. That would be more than useful. There's still halflings back there. I mean, have a conscience, for sake. I don't have much coin, but I'll give you what I have.
5 gold will be enough.
Name's Bartholomew, by the way. And he puts out his hand. He's like, I was the herbalist back there. He's like, take this. He's like, this will help. If you see any injured people along the way, just give them this. This is a poultice. And he hands you 2 small vials, like pink and reddish vials. Very small and slender. And then he hands you a bag of poultice and then another little bag, leather coin bag. He's like, there's 20 gold pieces here. He's like, do what you can. Heal them. Help everyone you can. He's like, I'd come back with you, but I gotta get these people out of here. It's just not safe. And you hear off in the distance to the north, and he just kind of like shudders a little bit. He's like, I gotta go. And he just kind of starts working with the group. Come on, everyone, go, hurry. And they kind of like quickly run away. So you now have a bag of poultice, which would be good for like wounds, applying to wounds, and also a couple small healing potions. As far as what they do, I'll tell you what they do if you go to use them. So where do you want to go, Pip, from there?
I will go against the stream of people and see if I can find some of the most injured people. Get rid of these potions.
You head north for about 10 minutes, and as you're walking through the group, there's a lot of injured people. Use about half the bag of the poultice to apply to some superficial wounds, some cuts and scratches, and there doesn't seem to be any in really bad shape. And then you come to a large group of about, looks to be maybe like 15 to 20 people off in the distance to the north, and you can see that there's some of people being carried. There's some smaller children. It's a big group. It looks to be some possible warriors or
I'll head to the
roll a perception.
warriors.
Let's roll a perception. Pip, another perception.
Yep, working on it.
Oh, you're good, bud. Yeah, you can definitely make out as you head north a little bit more. You help quite a few people along the way. Some of them tip you what they have. You get about another 20 silver pieces from just random people giving you what they have. Also some jewelry. You get a silver necklace as well, and a couple silver rings. People are just giving you what they have for helping them, putting the poultice on and stuff like that, and assisting them. They can tell you're heading back towards the conflict, and they kind of appreciate that. Just make sure to keep track of this on your sheet for the most part, or write it down and put it on your sheet later. As you approach the group, you immediately recognize what you haven't seen in about a year now. Fellow Dawnclaws. You can see their emblems kind of almost glowing. Dawnclaws have this ability to where when you see another Dawnclaw, regardless of where their emblem is, it kind of stands out like almost like an X-ray vision type thing, where like if it's under their armor, you can see the emblem. You just recognize it's a magical brand that the Dawnclaws get. It's actually your logo of your guys' picture right now. That is the
Interesting.
Dawnclaw logo. You see them coming
I
down the street. There looks to be
will-
about 3 of them, 3 Dawnclaw members.
I will head right up to them and ask if they need help.
You know they need help, in fact. As you approach them, you guys can go ahead and introduce yourself. You guys see this little halfling walk up to you, and you guys recognize him as a Dawnclaw member as well.
For my
Howdy,
action, I want to
fellas.
bleed on Dodge or Ma.
Hello there.
Not
Fair enough.
Dodger.
Absolutely. Or
Duncan.
Duncan, yes.
I bleed on Ma and Duncan
Yeah.
Ma.
Seven, you might have know this person, Pip. You and Seven might know each other, being halfling Dawnclaws. It's up to
Yeah.
you guys whether you do or not.
I will.
Investigation. See if we recognize each
Yeah,
other.
go for it.
Yeah.
If you want to roll,
Do I get advantage since he's the same race?
I'm going to allow it. Yeah, with halfling, I'm going to allow
Okay.
it. It's just awesome that you rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20 too. So, you can roll 2 if you want for investigation. Yeah, you guys definitely know each other. You guys are
as I
you
see
guys
it.
went and initiated together. You were initiates together in the Dawnclaws. You came up together. Seven and Pip, you guys are, you guys trained
Close
together.
friends.
Yeah, you're close friends. Everyone's close friends in the Dawnclaws, but you guys have actually fought together in the past and have experienced stuff together. You know
As
him
in
as a
halfway.
you know him as a ranger, and Pip, or Seven, you know him as a rogue, and Pip, you know him as a ranger, a very, very good ranger, in fact.
God, in halfling, I'm going to say, God, it's been years. What you been up to? Also, it kind of looks like you have some injured. I have a few pots if you need them.
Yeah, we definitely need those. It's good to see you again, though.
True. Should I roll medicine to see how bad people are?
There is a villager with a abdomen wound who is currently almost unconscious. He's being carried by some of the other villagers. And then there is obviously someone being carried by Duncan Idaho. You can see it's another Dawnclaw member. He would be your first priority, being a Dawnclaw. Regardless, you would immediately go to attend to him.
Yeah, I'm going to attend to him. I'll give him one of my pots.
Since
I
he's
use my bonus
unconscious,
action
though,
to
how
bleed
does he
more?
drink it?
You can go ahead and use a bonus action to bleed more. But first, go ahead and roll a Constitution with advantage. Yeah. You wake up, Tack, immediately upon like the first drip of this amazing nectar healing potion hitting your lips. You come to, and you just kind of suck the rest of it down. It's not very powerful. You are able to get back 6 HP. Immediately, your ankle is still broken, and you can feel it. The wound kind of close up. It's not as bleeding as bad as it was through the bandages, but it is still currently very, very, very much broken.
Do you need another brother?
How does my foot get broken so much?
It's actually not even broken. It's actually like what you considered, I guess.
Shattered.
Not even shattered, like removed almost, just dangling on there by
Guys,
tendons.
my foot get
Sorry.
removed. Nasus, you silly goose.
It seems like your foot isn't getting any better. You should probably slug another, because I have 2.
I'll drink as many as I can because I've already almost lost a finger.
All right, so you drink the other one as well.
Yeah.
You take another 5 HP. So whatever that gets you to. At this moment, as you guys meet up with another Dawnclaw, you can hear the darkness. It doesn't seem to be encroaching on you guys as much anymore. You've headed a little bit more south. You've kind of made it around a bend. There's a nice little area to the left by the shores. You can hear the ocean, in fact. And off to the right, there's some more woods. The road keeps heading south more. But for the most part, this looks like a good spot, like a good sheltery spot. Like it's starting to get dark now. It's about 8 o'clock at night. The sun has since ceased, and the darkness, you can still see it, surprisingly enough, even though it's dark outside. The darkness in the north seems to still be darker than even the sky itself. You think to yourselves possibly it got dark quicker due to the fact that this darkness is almost blotting out the sun. Although there looks to be a good campsite nearby that Pip and Seven are aware of towards the shore. It would be towards this direction. And then also there's a couple good spots in the forest where hunters, halfling hunters and rangers would normally set up. There's a couple good camp spots. That being said, it's up to you guys whether you feel safe enough to. For right now, you don't hear any more screams from the north. You don't seem to hear any more screeches from the kobolds, and the darkness seems to have stopped. But it's hard to tell with as dark as it is outside. But a lot of the group seems to be very tired. There is an injured civilian. They've kind of laid him up against a tree. Do you want to attend to him, Pip, with your poultice?
Yeah, I'll use the rest of my poultice on him.
You don't have to use the rest of it. Quite a bit left, actually. You could probably have about 5
cool.
more uses. If you want to put 5 uses, you can. Roll a medicine check. Yeah, no problem, Suat. I would do a medicine check with a +4 for the poultice. So 14. You apply it, kind of smear a lot of it on. It burns. You see him kind of go, ah, and he kind of just slumps to the side and kind of falls asleep a little bit, or unconscious. It doesn't seem to, the poultice you've noticed since you've been applying it to people coming up the road, it's not the most pleasant. It smells terrible, and it definitely burns. But it seems to have stopped the bleeding. You've caked it on pretty heavily for him. You got 4 uses left of the poultice. Is there anything anyone would like to do at this point? Or you guys can decide together as a group what you guys want to do. I don't want to keep directing you too much.
Yeah. I'm gonna just tend to the wounded for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hand out
rest.
my poultice.
I have been needing a rest. It has
Yes.
been a long time.
Where would you guys like to rest, though, is my question. Like, you know of certain spots, but also you guys can pick for yourself.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna make an inspection check to see if I can find a place that's more like this is a halfling campsite. So, what happened?
I think Joe
Someone
exploded.
dropped something.
Yeah. Roll a nature check with advantage, being as you're kind of in is forest your favorite terrain as a ranger?
More than likely.
Okay. If you haven't picked one, let's just say it is for now, since you haven't picked one and you're almost level 3. So being your favorite terrain, you immediately know of a very well hidden spot that rangers go to the right of the road in the forest, almost a hidden spot. It's actually a sheltered cave where rangers go to get away from bad weather, or halfling rangers that would be go. It would actually be only about, it says 10 miles, but it's off in this forest over here. You think you could get them there?
I have some torches if people need to walk through the dark.
I will tell people of this, or other Dawn Claws anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
And
the villagers and the people seem to be listening to you guys. They'll go where you want them to go.
I'll tell the other Dawn Claws, and then I'm going to make my way there. Anyone who wants to follow me, otherwise I feel like that's going to be a good place to rest, while others can wait out and keep watch. Those who can keep watch, I mean, it'll be good if we can take shifts.
You guys, after about another 5 minutes, 10 minutes of walking through the forest, you guys don't even notice it. And he's like, there it is. You see Seven say, oh, right there. There's the cave. And then no one seems to notice it. No one in the group, even with the best perception checks, don't seem to be able to. And then as you guys get closer, he just kind of walks through this brush, I guess, or hanging leaves or willow branches, and pushes them to the side. And you guys see what looks to be about a 10-foot opening in the side of a rock that was completely invisible and hidden. And as you guys approach in, it's visibly warmer in here. You can fit a large portion of the group in here. Most of the kids can fit in the back of the cave. It seems to be pretty dry. There also seems to be what looks to be an old fire pit in here. Even some old, I guess what you can see, old sleeping arrangements, sacks and stuff that people used to sleep in and stuff like that. That have been folded up and stored away pretty well. Whoever used this cave last took very good job of upkeep and very well keeping it in a good shape. Sorry, I'm stuttering a little bit.
So the sacks are for blankets or for pillows?
They seem to be halfling sleep sacks. There's only about 3 or 4 of them rolled up in the corner. The women start to hand them out to the children for the most part, and they take them pretty quickly. And all the children
Alrighty, I
pile
am
into
pretty
them.
exhausted, so I'm going to lay out my bedroll near along the wall, probably just a little ways away from the opening, and I am going to go to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do the same.
Yep.
I'm gonna take first watch.
Wake me in probably 12 hours. Don't do 8.
Wake me up in 8 hours or 6
Do you
hours.
you probably don't see that dino, do you?
No.
Okay, I've put something on the map, but it's under the GM layer right now, Dino. But I got yours specifically. I have something for you. You'll like it.
Okay.
Tack curls up on Duncan.
You do
and
know how to
falls
send
asleep.
private messages, right, on Roll20?
No, I don't.
Hold on, let me help you. It would be /W space and then the name of the person you're trying to talk to. So if you want to message me, it would be Nessus has a big cock. Or just start putting Nessus and it'll fill in and it'll pop up.
Yeah,
You
it
just
does.
click it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Then space your message.
There you go.
Yep, like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'll bring it up later, but I just got something for you specifically.
That's all my messages from now here on out go directly to you.
Why don't you roll a D4 for me, actually, Nessus?
All right, baby. Can I have a little smooch?
All right, you know it.
No smooch?
Not to Nessus, no. He's fucking ugly as shit, man.
Brock,
You notice how
smooch Nessus.
I've got it down now. I know Nessus is a he. I've done it several times. All right, fair enough. All right, Nessus, I got you taken care of.
All right.
All right, so yeah, you guys curl down for the night. Who's on first watch?
I am,
Pip.
Tack's
Okay.
asleep already.
since I've probably done the least amount of
Yeah.
work here.
Most of the party is completely wiped for the most part. So everyone else is going to sleep. Suap, I don't know. Are you back, Suap?
I'm back.
Alright.
I'll take second watch,
All right. You need some rest too? I would assume everyone needs rest.
probably.
Okay. As you guys go to sleep that night, you guys all. I hope this doesn't mess you guys up too much. I apologize if anyone needs help. I'll try to help you as we're going along. But you guys are going to level up to 3. You needed 100 more experience. You guys do get that. So everyone is at 600 experience, except for you, Pip. You're already at level 3. So hopefully you guys can. I think Duncan and Seven and Tack, you guys can all manage that pretty well. I think you guys have played enough D&D that you guys.
I just did it. I'm a level
Cool.
3 now.
Cool. That being said,
We're level what now? 3?
3 indeed, yes. So certain
You got a
things
problem
come with that.
No, I don't.
Certain things come with that. Most of the men have to sleep outside the cave. They allow you guys to get some good rest inside the cave, for the most part. Since you guys have been helping them, a lot of them, they allowed the one guy to sleep in the cave that had the poultice applied to him. But for the most part, it gets pretty crowded if you try to fit any more in there. So there's other 4 men, and some of the women stay outside the cave. You actually see them at one point, Pip, start to light what looks to light a small fire outside the cave.
And
And
it-
to heal, we can roll our hit dice, as many as our level, right?
I
No,
would
you
like
should
to
roll it.
go.
You can take
You-
half of your hit die plus your con, or you can roll for it, and then whatever number you get is your plus your con.
Indeed.
Okay.
So you would have rolled, I guess, a 2.
The 2 was for rolling my level
I'll
of
be back.
health.
Yeah, that's fine. Plus your con, or whatever. It's fine. However you
Yeah.
want to do it. Pip.
I'd like to go over to the fire and tell some stories to try and brighten up the mood.
All right. I want you to roll a just a straight insight check. Well, just roll an insight for me. Yeah, you go over to the fire, and sit down. Go ahead. Do what you're gonna do. You see about 3 of the guys. One of the guys seems to be looking around. The one with the axe that seemed to have an actual bit of a fight to him. You notice him. He seems to be dwarven. He kind of keeps a close eye out and kind of walks around the fire. Doesn't really sit down with you guys. The rest of the old guys and some of the women sit down around the fire, and they're just kind of sitting there. They got these 5-mile stairs going on, 20-mile stairs. They're just kind of looking into the fire. None of them seem to be talking. One of the women is cooking on the fire right now. She seems to be heating something up. It smells good.
It's people.
Hey, X guy, I don't know your name. What's your story?
And he looks at you and says, I appreciate the help, Halfling, but now's not the time to be talking.
Hmm.
He kind of
Just
walks
trying to
off.
brighten up the mood.
Brighten up the mood? What do you mean brighten up the mood? We've all lost people today. Family members.
Exactly.
There's nothing bright about this day.
No, but what if there was something bright about this day? Some interesting or funny story, something to take your mind off the loss.
They all kind of just stare at you. You can try to do a performance, maybe. Tell a story.
Cool.
I guess I can try and do some flips in the air, like off a tree or something.
I would say at disadvantage. Performance at disadvantage, because that's not very entertaining. I don't think that's going to be very entertaining to them. If you want to try to inspire them, maybe, or tell an entertaining story, maybe.
I could juggle some knives.
You can try whatever you want, bud. You can do whatever you want. I'll allow you to decide.
I want to try and deceive one of them to see if I can deceive them to make them think this is all just a dream.
Sure. They actually kind of roll their eyes, and some of the guys go to lay down and go to sleep. One of the women curl up with a guy and lays down beside the fire and kind of goes to sleep for the most part. And the rest of them just kind of leave the fire and walk away. Some go in the cave, some just walk away from you. It seems like you visibly upset them more.
I linked a thing for Pip's performance.
Well, rip, I tried.
Where'd you link it to?
The chat thing.
Okay.
Pip's perform.
I don't see it.
I think he's meant in Twitch.
Don't go in there,
Oh.
guys. You don't want it. There's spoilery stuff on the screen, though. Don't watch the stream. You bastards.
Someone just joined.
That was me. Sorry,
Is
I
that-
no
accidentally
worries.
clicked the wrong one.
All right. From there, the first watch, Pip, go ahead and roll a perception check as you're sitting around the fire. You don't seem to notice anything. You seem to be pretty entertained and just doing whatever you're doing around the fire. For the most part, though, you hear the dwarf come up to you. You don't even see him. You're so unperceptive at this point, Pip, as you're sitting by the fire. You see the dwarf. He comes up and taps you on the shoulder. He almost startles you a little bit. You don't even realize he's standing there. He's like, "There's something out there. I can sense it. Something's watching us."
You want to go take a look, you and I?
I don't think that'd be a good idea. I think we should put that fire out there. That was a bad idea to start that outside the cave. And he kind of stomps it out real quick.
Agreed, yeah. I'll help him stomp it out. Before we stomp it completely out, I'm gonna light a torch. Just a small one.
Okay. You do.
I'm going to say it's better to have at least some light than a raging fire. Something that we can get a look at our assailants with, if you would agree with me, before you stomp it out.
Well, I can see out here just fine. I don't know about you, little man, but
No, I can't see very well in the dark.
just keep it
But I
out
do can, though.
keep it out of my eyes. And he kind of walks off to a tree and kind of hides behind the tree a little bit and looks off in the distance. He's looking off to the north a little bit. Yeah, it puts you on edge, but you don't really hear anything or see anything for the most part. A couple hours go by, about 2 hours. Does anybody want to wake up after the 2 hours? It'd be considered a short rest for the most part.
Can I shift where I'm sleeping?
Yeah, I'll wake up after that because that gives me everything back.
No. I
I'm
wanted
doing
to
a long
sleep
rest.
on Duncan Idaho's face.
Yeah,
No.
you're no longer sleeping. Yeah, on Duncan, you got your own little area to sleep in.
I want to sleep on his face.
Too bad.
Too
I'm
bad.
a tabaxi. I have to.
No,
Right now.
Alright, I'm gonna sleep on the face of one of the children then.
that's
not
fine.
Me.
No, they cuddle up to you just fine. They kind of all pile around you.
They,
You're a
good little kitty
they,
cat.
they like put their hands around you and they like
Yeah.
shove their face in your butt.
They like you, Tack, for the most part.
Pieces of shit.
They cuddle you. You get cuddled. You actually feel your soul warm a little bit, Tack, as you sit in this group.
Does childly love heal my torn off foot?
I would love if there was
Roll-
a roll, please.
Roll for actually not against this actually a little bit. This actually kind
I'm
of
pretty sure childly love will get you put in prison.
He
Yeah.
purrs.
yeah. It's not that type of childly love. Let's be happy about that at least. Roll an animal handling.
Children are animals.
Well, they're handling you. Let's
Here's
put it
the
that
game.
way. Let's put it that way.
Nat 20.
You throughout the night, you feel the children cuddling up to you. Very warm. You feel like you've comforted them. Like you've alleviated their fears, and in doing so, you do feel strangely imbued with a strength. And when you wake up the next morning, your foot seems very not completely healed, but it seems to be coming back into shape a little bit, which is very strange for a completely like removed foot. It seems to be reforming itself a little bit. The fur is still matted down there. You try to put some weight on it. It's still very, very painful. But for the most part, with maybe a little bit of the poultice that you saw earlier, and maybe even like a good berry or two, you might be back to somewhat functional of a foot. But the children's seem to heal you, their love, and now you have a bond with children.
This is
Jeez,
like the
the
first
healing
Pokemon
power of
music,
friendship
really.
did nothing for you, but children did it.
The friendship is magic, everyone.
We know this
yeah,
isn't an
remind me.
anime.
Swap, I would
Friendship.
say, if anything, you're probably the best tank that they have, other than Duncan's not a bad, somewhat of a tank.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out which path I should take. Because one of them would give me better resistance, make me a better tank. Others would be for different things.
Lame.
You're level 3 now too, Duncan. In case you didn't hear earlier, I went.
Oh no, I'm
oh,
working
yeah.
on writing down my stuff so I don't forget.
Sorry, I went into your sheet and moved it or put 3 in there. My bad.
Are you a
I
pally?
already did that.
Okay,
Duncan,
cool.
are you a pally?
What's
He's
power?
not. He's a fighter.
No,
Oh, I thought you were a paladin. Okay.
I'm on a split mail, so.
Am I back at full hit points now?
You are back at full hit points. Yeah. After a short rest and cuddling with the children, you seem to be back at full hit points. You are taking. You can only move about half your movement speed still with your broken foot, as far as you can tell. It still doesn't seem to be fully healed, but it's no longer dangling.
Okay.
So you're at half your movement speed right now until maybe you get like a couple good berries, some type of health potion, maybe some of that poultice. If you want to ask Pip for it, it's up to you guys. You guys can do what you want from here, though. It's still nighttime. It's probably
Dano,
about.
how do you feel knowing that all your damage done to me was undone by the love of children?
Probably pretty
She's
pissed.
gone. Yeah, she's gone. We lost her.
The pain will always reside in your heart,
Yeah.
or at
Yeah.
least remembered.
I'm gonna continue to stay up. I'll sleep during the day. We still have that. I'll sleep on top of somebody.
I kind of need to sleep to get my rages back.
Yeah, you can keep sleeping
I'm
for
sleeping
sure.
so I can get spells.
You guys have
gonna
already
be out
taken a
for at
short
least 8
rest.
hours.
You guys have already taken a short rest. If you want to sleep for the full, I'll say if you sleep for the next 4 more hours, 6 hours total, that'll be the complete full rest that you need. So if you want to keep on sleeping through, that's fine. Anyone that wants to wake up, I think Duncan, you said you woke up.
Yeah, I woke up at the short
All right.
rest, but I'm not really going to do anything. I'm just sit there pretty much.
Okay. Are you gonna sit in the cave? You guys do what you want from there. Pip, you're still outside the cave. You hear some stirring from inside the cave, but it seems pretty quiet for the most part. You seem to have lost track of the dwarf yet again. He seems to be off walking around, and you have a few villagers sleeping around you, generally by the fire.
Stop
But
killing
the fire's been put out. It's just kind of like very, very
Yeah, all
light
I've got is my
embers.
torch.
Yes.
Actually, no, I don't. It's been 2 hours. My torch is out.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll for a perception. Duncan, are you gonna roll for perception, or are you still inside the cave?
I'm still inside the cave.
Okay. Just you,
Wait,
Pip.
yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. You do sense that there is something around, something unsettling. You can't make out which direction it is. It seems to be almost something circling you guys. Although you just be uneasy, you're not really sure. You're a little concerned that you haven't seen your dwarf friend in a little while. But you get the feeling that you are being watched, but that could just be because of the day and the encounter you just had with the people walking down the street. You don't really know what to expect. You haven't really seen anything that the people were talking about, but you know Ailedale. You've been around Ailedale, and from what they've told you, it's pretty horrific from what they've said. And that cloud, you guys can still see, or you at least can still see visibly, it's way more dark in the north, than it should be. Even for this late at night, at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's actually about 3.
Yeah.
It's about 3 now. You can keep sleeping. Does everyone want to keep sleeping, I would assume?
Yep.
You can roll
I'm
again.
gonna stay up since I'm awake now, but
Pip,
Tack's out and not gonna wake up until the next day.
fair enough.
Sleeping on a throne of children.
Roll another perception again, Pip, for the last couple hours.
Already.
As the last couple hours come around, first hour goes by, you still feel like uneasy, and then you start to hear what appears to be like a low guttural growl, like, and you hear sticks snapping a little bit.
In what direction are the sticks snapping? Can I tell?
It seems to be something seems to be walking around you guys in a large, wide circle. It seems to be in the north, and then it'll be in the east, and then the south, and then it just keeps going in circles, and then it stops. You hear it above the cave behind you a little bit, and you hear that growl again.
I've got a quick question.
Next time a twig snaps, I'm gonna throw my knife.
All right, fair enough. What's the question, real quick?
What
Tack.
happened to Stick Boy and number 7?
The
Seven's
dog? They're with us.
They would be with you,
Okay.
actually. Yes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
My-
they
yeah,
were
absolutely.
walking with us.
they were
I
walking with
mean,
you.
they could only run so far.
yeah. Better be with us.
They are. Yep.
You're damn right. That's my that's my doggo.
Go ahead and
That's-
roll for attack.
That's Arrow Doggo.
Pip.
That's my you have stick.
That's
Just click
dexterity
your-
plus acrobatics.
Oh
Or
no,
no.
just click your weapon. There you go. You throw your dagger off in the direction you heard the stick snap, and you hear and then your knife appears back in your hand, just like it's, and it kind of comes back into your hand. You're used to this by this point. You can roll
Does
for
he have
damage.
my thing too?
You can roll for damage. No, it's just a specific dagger. He has a very special
Oh,
dagger.
okay. Nice.
Go ahead and roll for damage. Just click. Oh, I'm sorry. Roll the Pip's pointy thing on the. No. You see where it says Pip's pointy thing where you just rolled?
Yeah.
Click that. There you go, and it rolls your damage for you. Or no. That's not right. You rolled your. Don't go to your character sheet anymore. Go to the chat. You in the chat where you just shows your roll.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right. From what you can tell, you look at your dagger. It doesn't seem to have any blood or anything on it, and you hear, and you hear something scuttle off.
That was probably nothing, just the wind.
Yeah, just the wind, huh?
Yeah.
If anyone's, I'm gonna check the cave real quick, and if anyone's awake, I'm gonna report my findings.
Yeah. As you get up to go back to the cave,
I'm just testing something. Ignore that.
no worries. As you get up to go back to the cave, it starts to rain. Just a light drizzle starts to fall into the forest, and it's quite loud. Starts to it's not pouring, but it's starting to pick up a little bit. The rain is. As you peek your head into the cave, you see not really too much movement. You see Duncan over in the corner, Duncan Idaho, sitting in the corner with his glaive, just messing around with it. Everyone else seems to be asleep.
Hey Duncan, you doing okay? Found something
Yeah, I'm doing
interesting.
fine. What?
So, the last couple of hours, there's been something circling us, and I just hit it with my dagger. Didn't draw any blood, though.
Ah, shit. You must be some sort of those black monsters from the well.
Maybe. It hissed at me, but it was also growling. It also knows what the cave is because it was above the cave.
Shit.
I think I might have scared it off. Either that or it went to go get friends. Who knows?
You
You
could
hear-
probably roll an insight check to just see if it probably saw us walking into the cave, because that probably would have given the cave away really easily.
Yeah.
Um,
Should I roll an insight?
you can't now actually,
Yeah.
because Dodger's asleep.
True.
I mean-
well,
well, I
I'm gonna
mean-
go check for footprints and see if it left footprints.
Before you even are able to go check for footprints, as you turn around, your dwarf friend's standing there, probably about 5 feet in front of you. You didn't hear him walk up behind you. He's just standing there looking at you like, with his dead stare, looking straight at you.
You okay there, buddy?
Right. I
What happened?
need some help. And you just see as he says that, he opens his mouth a little bit, and blood kind of pours out of his mouth, and he falls straight forward, and you can see his back is covered with these gashes, and he is leaking everywhere.
I'm gonna.
Oh shit.
His axe doesn't seem to be with him. His clothes are tattered. Your little dwarf friend is what appears to be your best bet, dead on the ground right now. Right around this time, if you guys would like, you can start waking up. As the rain starts to
Brock,
fall, it wakes
I'm-
you guys up from your long rest.
I'm
gonna
going to
roll
force
over-
everybody awake.
That is 8 hours.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
it's not full 8, it's 6 hours.
I'm
assume
gonna
you
roll
wait.
over, bro.
No,
Just wanna-
6 hours is enough for the long rest in this situation.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This cave is very well. Let's say this cave is very well suited for taking your rest in. Let's just put it that
Okay.
way. Very special cave.
So we have company, probably. Especially if he was being chased, or if they let him go to send a message to us. Are they that smart, Duncan? Or do you know?
I think we should probably get leaving. Most people.
Ah! As you hear this woman scream as she wakes up and she sees the dwarf just laying there, she's like, Henrik, he's dead. What happened? And she kind of looks at you, Pip. She's like screaming,
No
what
clue.
happened? And she pushes you a little bit. What happened?
Lady, calm down. Calm your memories. I have no idea. He came running into the cave. Well, I assume running into the cave. I mean, I couldn't hear him.
He's
a
not
pretty
in the
quiet
cave. He's
dude.
outside, right on the outside of the cave. He fell down.
Well, running to me,
Yes.
or I assume running to me, because I couldn't hear him. But he came to me like this. He said, "I need some help," and dead as a doornail, as far as I know. Could I roll medicine?
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as I know, dead.
He's still alive and kicking. Never healthier.
Uh,
I'm here as well,
yeah,
right?
he appears to be dead. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna look at him and see if I think he's dead.
You're all awake now at this point. You're all kind of waking up.
Well,
Some of the kids
I
are
don't
still
want to be
sleeping.
awake.
You can still be
I'm
asleep.
s-
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
I
Yeah.
think he's
gonna-
dead?
He's absolutely
Bro.
dead. He's
He's dead.
bled way too much to be alive anymore. You can't even imagine how he got this far through the woods with the wounds that he has. They're very large gashes in his back. Go ahead, Tack.
I'm gonna roll over and pick up one of the kids and mush him like I'm fluffing a pillow, and then lay my head on it and go to sleep.
Yeah, the kid. It's a chubby little kid, so he mushes really well. And lets out a little bit of a fart.
Are we not going to go into like the?
I roll him over so I can get the cold side of the pillow.
Yeah, he's.
Are we not going to go into
dead?
the fact that you just fluffed a child?
Yeah, he did, and the kid let out a little bit of like, "Burr," and like kind of farted a little bit, and kind of like
Oh,
grabbed
perfect.
grabbed your ear a little bit and cuddled up with it.
And I'm
Love-
comfortable again.
His bed of children. Screw
Bed
bedrolls.
of
Children,
children.
are the best.
Oh, I'm gonna go outside and watch guard now.
Okay, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning now. You guys can
I'm
tell it's
rest.
early in the morning, for the most part. It doesn't appear to be completely light out yet, though. It's starting to become a little bit lighter out, but you can still see the dark in the north is kind of like has a strangely enough hasn't approached that much closer, but has gotten closer throughout the night, somewhat, a little bit. But you guys are comforted with the fact that it hasn't got as close as you thought it would be at this point.
I'm not. I would sit in the front of the cave. I wouldn't go much far outside of the cave, Duncan.
I'm
To
that's what
watch.
I'm sitting like in the doorway, pretty much, just sitting against the wall. My
Yeah,
glaive
that's a
ready.
good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea because I'm not sure if we're about to get attacked or not.
Yeah, well, I know there's some people on the outside, so I'm just watching over them.
What would I roll if I wanted to check the body to see if I knew what made these marks? Would that be insight?
It would be a nature check.
Okay. Am I allowed to do that now, or have we moved the body?
No, you can absolutely do a nature check for sure. I'm just messing with something right now. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Trying to get stuff set up for you guys here. What'd you roll on your nature check?
7.
You appears to be gashes. You think maybe like someone drugged their knife across his back, or it looks like maybe he got hit with a sword a couple times. You can't really tell. Could be an animal. You're not sure.
Interesting. Well, whatever it was sharp.
Good sleuthing.
I'd like to search his body, see if he has a note on him, if they left a note.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for investigation of the body.
$19.
As you search his body, you find what appears to be a couple small knives. He has a belt, a very nice made belt with some dwarven writing on it, and there doesn't seem to be a note or anything. His outfit's tattered. He does have about what looks to be maybe like 50 silver pieces on him, tucked away. You can't seem to really find anything else as far as you can tell.
Okay. I will take the gold and the belt. For now, I'll keep them with me. Borrow them.
We're in a little map area now.
Yep, just put it down as like I guess just a dwarven belt.
I will
Or a
give,
dwarf's belt, maybe.
I'll give every Dawnclaw a good berry that I can. How many Dawnclaws are present?
There would be 4 total, I think, maybe 5.
5.
5.
Alrighty.
Yes.
And I proceed to eat 2 myself.
I'm just gonna hold on to my good berry. Till
Me
later.
too. Well, I'm not awake, so I can't just hold on to it.
I'm gonna put his good berries inside of his pocket and leave a note on him saying, "Put good berries in your pocket."
Cool.
Good berries. Interesting. Are they like sensu beans?
How much health do you have completely now, Shook?
Altogether, I have 25. Doggo.
All right. You guys can probably
What?
see yourselves now
Yeah.
on the map. The cave is that little hole over there. I know it doesn't look like a very good cave. It looks like a well of
It's
some
not
sort.
in a well.
Yeah, you didn't, but it does look like a well for the most part. I will need your guys, I guess, to adjust your health real quick. If you guys just want to tell me your health as I come to you.
I'll just fix mine.
Actually, this person doesn't have a name. I don't know who this is. Oh, that's 7. Okay, 7. What's your new health? Where are you at?
I'm at a total of 21, currently 18.
Currently 18. You haven't healed full up.
No, I have not.
Okay. Duncan, you adjusted
I'm way
yours.
ahead of you.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Caden is not here, so we're gonna go ahead and remove him. Tack, your health 25. You're currently asleep.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did I put like a Aurora on you or something? Okay.
No, I was just testing it.
Okay.
I'm gonna set that for combat.
And then I need a new model for Pip.
I thought they were supposed to use their images.
They were. We were gonna switch over to images, but this is what I have for now. Like since I didn't
Alright.
have time to do that, I'm just gonna use these.
So is that something I need to do, or
For the future, I'll switch them all over to images. I do need to switch you guys all over to images.
Just give him an image that you want to use for it.
Do you have an image you want to use for Pip?
yes, I believe I do.
Okay, just post it to little Pip. Go to edit, the top right of your character sheet, and put it in there, and I'll add you for the most part once you get all that. So you guys are currently outside the cave. Tack, you are still sleeping inside the cave. I'm not going to. Your villagers and stuff are there, but for the most part. Okay, good job, Pip. Thank you.
Hey,
Welcome.
Brock, am I not on there because I'm still asleep?
Yeah, I'll go grab you. Good. No, you're awake. If you'd like to be, I just have to
Sure.
bring your character over from another. All right, Pip, I'll get you here in a second. Let me bring over Swap the Crocs.
The Crocs.
The Crocs.
Where's that southern accent you were gonna do, Soup?
He's been doing it.
I haven't really
Oh.
chosen one yet.
Do a deep southern accent.
Like Bayou.
Yeah, it's
Here in
There
the
you go.
Bayou.
surprisingly hard.
Kind of like mine.
Just watch Swamp People for like a good while, and then you'll get it.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Okay.
It's
about
like
that, actually.
you're apparently like the Swamp People are like it's like a weird way of trashy French apparently from what I've heard. So
Yeah,
there
it's
you go.
Cajun.
Creole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Just watch Swamp People for a good while, and you'll be good.
All you
Or
have to do
fucking
is
Duck Hunters.
all you have to do is speak gibberish and not actually speak any English. Yeah, well, you have to sound really stupid too. No, Joe.
That's racist, I think. Or maybe, I don't know.
Probably.
Seems
Random
racist.
sounds, speaking in tongues.
XD.
All right, how much health do you have, little Pip?
21. Let me double check that. Yes, 21.
What's your armor class?
15.
And your passive perception, right below all your ability modifiers. It's this, just right below them, it says passive.
11.
11. That sounds about right. And has sight. Halflings don't have dark vision, do they? I don't believe they do.
They
No,
don't,
we
I checked.
checked that. They don't.
All right, there you go, Swap. You are physically on the map now, or not Swap, little Pip.
Yay.
Can I
Um,
stab Lil Pip to death?
you can't. No, you can't. Well, I mean, yeah, you can. You can try,
I-
but you'll probably be murdered by the rest of the Dawn Claws and the
He
children.
does it in his dreams.
Okay.
I think in his dreams he's dreaming about stabbing Nessus to death.
Yes, definitely. You actually are dreaming about that.
And fluffing small children.
Nessus, what do you
Yeah.
want to say to Tack in his dreams?
I'm sorry.
She says,
Yeah, JK.
Now I feel bad for stabbing
I'm gonna
Nessus
kill.
to death.
No, she definitely says she's gonna kill it and eat your heart in front of you while you
Oh.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me
Nessus, why'd you-
hostile.
Don't forget Nessus is a man, Brock.
Yeah.
Yes,
This is-
he
I've
is.
already talked to Brock saying, look, I can change my gender right here, right now. No, I could do it. I could do it.
Okay.
I
Alright.
tried. I
No.
started off good, guys. I did. I started off with a he
No.
and all this stuff, and then you guys got me back on it. All right. For the most part, you guys are outside this cave. It's still very dark outside right now. What is it to see from the perspective of someone? Was it Control L or what is it?
Yeah, click on him and then hold Control and hit L.
All right. This map is not set up for this, so you guys get to see the whole map temporarily.
I see everything.
Don't look at
Yeah,
it. Whatever you do.
Cave or a well?
I see trees.
Damn it! It's a cave.
I see trees of green. Oh, well then I see
Hey,
shitty sleeping
hey.
children.
Yeah, you guys see shit now.
Trees of green, red roses too.
So that's what you guys see.
I see.
I climbed a
And-
tree
Beds made of small children.
too.
So you guys can do whatever you want from here.
I'm gonna roll perception, see if I can get anything out. This is darkness, right? Surrounding us.
Yeah, it is very, very dark out still. Yes, even though it's early morning.
Oh well, I might not have my eyes open just yet.
Chat Kenny's here.
Hey, chat Kenny, real Kenny.
Hey man, welcome.
Chat Kenny, yeah.
We're actually
Kenny, best Kenny.
best
Oh,
Kenny,
yeah?
yeah. We're actually playing the Mount Pox campaign where we left off, where they just left Airedale. So I think this might have been the one you were looking for. So I'm glad you're here, bud. I know you asked about it the other day. So cheers. Thanks for showing up, man.
Tack died.
Not yet.
Yeah, Tack hasn't died. So yeah, you guys are outside of. What are you guys doing? What did you say you were doing, Tack? I'm sorry.
Tack's still sleeping on his
yeah,
bed
that's
of
fine.
children.
The children have all woken up at this point.
Your music volume is very low.
Fuckers.
Yeah, I leave it low. I don't want it to blast everyone's eardrums.
But like
I'll
I
turn
can
it.
barely. I have it like all the way up in master, like all the way up. I can barely hear it.
That should be a little bit better.
That's better.
Okay.
Do you have it up? What about this stream? What's it sound like on the stream?
That's what I was checking. That's why I was like saying you cannot hear it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go wake up Tack.
All
I'm
right.
still holding on to that fat kid I was using as a pillow, not
No,
letting
he.
him get away.
Yeah, he snuck away somehow. He's just a
That-
rock. It's just a
no.
rock.
No, I want to have that fat kid as a pillow. He's my pillow.
You do not.
Yeah, you sound good now on stream, by the way.
Awesome.
You
Awesome.
know, in some cultures, fat kids are a form of currency.
Yeah, it is. See,
No,
Obviously, tabaxi
this fat
culture.
kid's pretty.
I'm rich.
This
Uh,
fat kid is mine now.
As you guys are starting to wake up, let's go with Duncan and Little Pip. Since you guys are awake first, and Seven, go ahead. You guys can all
It's too
roll
late
a
now.
perception.
He's now known as Little Pig.
You want me to roll
Oh,
another
God.
one or just use that one?
Just use that one, if that's what you just rolled. Yeah, you guys feel like that this cave is in a good spot. Like you guys are pretty hidden. Whatever killed the dwarf, you feel like has fled.
God.
So you guys can do whatever you want
That's
from here.
horrifying. I'm gonna say, does anyone have another torch? Another source of ignition? I'm gonna light a torch. See if we can get some better light.
You have a tinderbox on you as one of your starting items.
I do. I'm gonna light a torch.
Uh,
And
You don't seem to be able to light it in the rain.
hmm.
Your tinderbox doesn't seem to be able to get the torch lit. It's not raining hard, but it's raining enough to where like everything's pretty wet. And when you get your torch out, every time you go to get a spark, it just kind of.
Dies. Okay. Interesting. Should have bought a sunrod.
I have dark vision.
Yeah. So we ain't chumps.
You are now awake, Tack, as I believe who came back in the cave to wake him? Seven.
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Little Pip, you wake Tack up. You kind of yell in the cave, Tack, wake up! Tack, you think you have a fat kid in your hands, but it's actually a rock.
I'm gonna walk outside of the cave, rubbing my eyes all sleepily, and be like, "Where'd my fat kid go?"
You see him standing over in the other group of kids. They're all eating some bread right now.
I
Where does
stare at
Doggo
him.
go?
They all stare
Staring
back
a
at
little
you with
bit
those little
angrily.
big eyes. Some of them kind of smile at you.
Aw. Did you make some friends, Tack?
Well, they weren't good enough friends to wait until I woke up to leave.
I mean, they're hungry. What do you expect, Tack?
There's my doggo.
They could wait and eat later. I was
I'm
sleeping.
gonna hug the doggo.
You guys hear this guy that's been traveling with you for a while, part of the group. You guys are Pip, you assume he was probably just part of the villagers. You see him kind of like tapping Tack over the side of the head with a stick, going, no, 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 no.
What?
You all hear this as well. You see this kid just tapping Tack and saying, no, 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 no. Tack, he's actually talking to you. He says, why were you sleeping with those children last night?
Well, yeah, I fell asleep on him a little bit.
You look like you're in better shape this morning, Tack.
It was the magic of childly love.
I fed Doggo for you, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Where'd you
cool.
feed him?
You
Where'd
can't hear
feed
this,
him?
Pip, actually. You just hear him going, no, 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 no.
I'll ask him what he fed him.
I just some of the stuff I had laying around, you know.
It wasn't people again. I swear, if we continue to eat people.
No?
Okay, thank God. So, why am I awake now, guys?
Because
It's
something.
daytime.
The
Yeah.
And
task
the dwarf
can go-
died.
Yeah,
Oh.
the dwarf came running back, and he was all like slashed up and shit. He said he needed help, and then he kind of like dropped dead, like literally dropped dead
Alright, where's the dwarf's body at?
In the cave,
in
rotting.
the cave. Yeah, rotting. There's nothing on him though. I took it all.
Wait, did you drag the dead, rotting corpse
No,
of a
he ran in the
guy,
cave.
No.
and then you
he-
left him
I
there for
pres-
the shitty kids to walk past?
No,
Yes.
one of the women was clinging onto his dead body crying, so we decided to leave him there.
Yeah, but he's still there, and all the kids left the cave. They're all out here eating now.
Yes,
didn't you
because
hide it?
they didn't want to eat near the dead body.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
have the dead body? Why did you let all the kids see the dead people?
Because they need some sort of way to reinforce the fact they need to run and not walk slowly.
Not only that, but it's reality. The reality is a brutal bitch. They gotta learn this.
They live in a shitty hellscape world. They already know it.
Good.
This reinforces it.
I guess you've got a good point. What do you think of all this, Stick Boy?
I'm gonna
Stick
go
boys.
over to the woman and hand her the belt and be like, this is all he had on him.
She says, oh, thank you. That's his special belt. It's from his mom. Thank you. I'll see it gets to the right people. Should we be heading out? What are we all doing here?
Well, I think we're waiting for everyone to eat and get ready for a journey. As far as I know. Your PM didn't work there, Brock.
Yeah,
You
you
put
messed it up.
W
It's
first.
stash W.
I don't know how it works, and
Do
Way to
forward
go.
slash
You
W,
missed-
not.
I'll just use Discord. That / shit doesn't work very well.
All right. Well, you would definitely dash.
You just
Other
did
way
it wrong.
around, honey.
You
Okay,
did it
then.
wrong.
You put the slash after W. This was before.
I should
It's
just be able to
okay.
say like PM. That would make it more sense. Make more sense.
It's
but
okay.
I'll just use
Rocket,
Discord because
at the
Discord
rate you're
actually has.
learning- At the rate you're learning other stuff, I'd say before next year you'll get this. How to send
I doubt it.
messages.
I won't ever get it. I'm just refusing to use it now at this point
Because
I fucked it up.
Damn you,
once.
technology!
Because I fucked it up once. I'm never going back.
GM kids. Put
Um,
the slashes before the W.
Nessus, can you send me a pic, your pic after it's been reworked,
Yeah.
so I can get the full.
Shit. Actually, I'm gonna have to hold off on that because
That's fine. I'll just use your other one until then, if that's fine with
Yeah.
you.
Because I just noticed that there's certain errors. that
Oh,
didn't-
you dropped it in. It's there. Or I don't know how it got there. Yeah, somebody keeps putting it in on the map. Is that you?
No.
Don't
Awesome.
say nobody.
It's there now, so.
It's right next to the original token.
Yeah, I see. I'm deleting some of the extra. There's a couple extra ones there.
Yeah, you can see
So,
where. Yeah, whatever. Have to fix that up.
No worries.
Should we head to the little people's village?
I should say we should head back to the Shire.
HP Nessus, do you have that?
I'm fixing that all for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you're gonna do all. Okay, okay.
It's
Sorry.
Shire.
They prefer to be called midgets.
I'm gonna
Oh,
delete.
no. We don't.
Punch you in the nads and
I'm gonna
face
leave your
them.
other one there so you can see what you're doing until that one gets, I guess. Maybe I should give you more permission. I don't know. Do you need more permission to do stuff?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Can I delete your other one, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, cool.
Ah, I'm in darkness.
Okay, that's what I thought might happen. Okay. Hold on, let me
Just
click.
make the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
you have to do.
Yeah.
Why was there a cannon shot in the music?
Because there's cannons fighting the darkness from boats. We're near
Oh.
water.
Don't throw it into Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, this is called Clash of Kings, I think is what the song is. So I suppose it's like battle music, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
'Cause-
You guessed wrong.
Nope. Totally.
I'm
Totally.
not guessing. I'm
battle
reading
music.
the jukebox. I'm reading the jukebox. It says it right there, right
Yeah.
under nighttime bonfire and ominous suspense music.
Can you mess with that character now, Nessus?
Yep.
Awesome. Is that seriously the
Wow.
HP you have?
Oh, sorry. I went down. Up a little. It's actually,
Oh, because that's what I give you. I was just gonna give you that. Like that's what I was.
Alright, if you're gonna do that, then
Yeah.
I'll put that
Just
in.
take that. I like that better. I think that's a good amount. All right. Yeah. What do you guys want to do as a party? I'm sorry.
I'm just sitting here like watching while I wait for everyone to get ready to leave.
I'm
I
using
am
Stick Boy as a
petting
king.
Doggo as everything is getting ready to move out.
Yeah. I'm gonna hug Doggo. Hug the Doggo.
Hey, fellas.
Uh,
What's happening again?
Doggo kind of walks away from you. He doesn't really let you hug him, for the most part.
Hugging him, just
Aw.
like petting him.
Oh yeah, he lets you pet him.
Oh.
Seven, you can definitely pet him. He knows you. He's familiar with you. I thought
This is my doggo, and I give him pets.
Pip was trying to hug him.
This is
I
like-
was.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
not. He
I
does not. He
don't
stays
mind.
away from you, Pip, for the most part.
I feel
Hmm.
jealous, so I pet Stick Boy.
Sick boy says, "What are you doing to me? Stop petting me."
What? Be quiet, Stick Boy.
I'm the only
Don't-
one that can hear you,
don't-
Stick Boy.
Don't patronize me. All
I'm
right.
not patronizing you. Look,
My
he's
name's
petting
James.
his
My name's
dog.
not Stick Boy, by the way. I've told you it's James Emmanuel the 17th.
Alright. Stick Man. Stand still and pet you a little bit.
I don't have to take this, you know. I can go off my
Oh,
own.
you
There's
could've
sticks
just left-
There's sticks everywhere. You realize
I
that now,
could've
don't
just
you?
left you in that place to die.
I'm fine with leaving right now. There's sticks all over this forest.
No, you owe us your life because we rescued you, and you said you were gonna give us your stick fortune, or at least some of it.
Well, if you're going to treat me like a second-class citizen, like I don't know why all these people don't seem to like want to treat me normally, and you guys just see him saying no, 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 no.
So me and him's just saying no, no, no at each other.
Yes. Right
But,
now,
like, a
currently
little bit
Tack is
angrily.
just arguing with Stick Boy. As far as you guys know him as Stick Boy, saying,
Damn.
arguing
Stick
no and no
Boy.
back and forth.
Tack sure loves to mock Stick Boy.
Can
Why
I get
the
some background on
hell?
Stick Boy?
Why the hell are they just shouting no at each other? Like this seems kind of pointless and stupid.
Swap, you're not
Well-
even aware of what's going on either at this point.
Well, see, Stick Boy has some brain trauma, and Tack knows a special language to talk to him. I think with hand gestures, sort of like
Don
well, I don't
Claw.
know. It's sort of like
Kind of
it's
like
like
your
Don Claw, but it's just like saying the word no in different tones. I guess
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's it.
it's like trying to speak to a dog,
Interesting.
which you can also
I-
do.
I have no return for that. Okay then.
Look, Stick Boy, I just want to pet you every so often. Is that too much to ask? We saved your life. Every so often, I may pet you once or twice a day.
Jeez, you're gonna bring up that I saved your life thing like every day now, aren't you?
I am.
Is it really a little boy?
I think it's
No.
a grown adult.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
okay,
grown
then
man.
that's not molestation. Go for it.
Yeah. Well, I offered to look. Bartholomew, is that your name?
It's
Stick Boy
James
better.
Emmanuel the 17th. How many times do I have to tell you?
James. Look, you've got a complicated name. You're obviously from a rich stick family, so it's hard to remember your name.
He just kind of sighs a little bit.
There you go.
Listen, if I disappear at some point to go take care of the sticks, don't come looking for me.
I'll always look for you, Stick Boy. I mean, Stick Man.
Hey, is everyone ready to go? For the
Why does
Temple
my
of Meeting?
foot hurt so much?
Yes, let's go.
Alrighty,
Alright, round the people up. We're leaving.
my doggo is at my side.
I just spelled
and I'm
kobolds. K-O.
KO.
Bald.
That's what I thought.
No. Yeah.
I think it's
AOBOLD.
Code
Kobold,
I
yeah,
think
it's
it's-
bold.
Oh, that's the problem. Okay, that makes sense. I was like,
Not
this is
bald.
making no sense right now.
You don't make any
These
sense.
things exist. I know they do.
They don't.
Apparently they don't actually. You're right.
No.
Oh, no, they do. They do exist.
No.
I'll be right back. I've got to go to the restroom.
I technically need to go to bed soon.
Technically.
I know.
Yeah, so do I. I need to be going kind of soonish.
How long have you been streaming?
It's only been an hour.
Okay, that's not bad.
We got started late though, so if people need to go, you guys can head out as necessary.
I can
I'll
stay
stick
for a little
around.
while longer.
As long as I can, but I've gotten either 4 or 6 hours of sleep the past 3 nights. It's not like D&D where I can just say it.
My life is. I could just say I sleep and then I do. But sadly, unlike D&D, I don't sleep on a bed made out of children. I use a fat kid as a pillow.
Hey, use your dogs as pillows.
No, they actually use me as pillows now. One of them's too old and crappy for me to use it as a pillow.
Asserting the
anymore.
dominance. Asserting the dominance, I see.
No, they're just too old for me to sleep on them anymore. The
What's
one's
these?
young and I can still sleep on him.
Yeah, you guys can basically start moving south if you want.
I'm gonna use Bartholomew or whatever his stupid name was as like a crutch type thing. So I'm basically leaning on him so I don't have to put much weight on my foot.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, Bartholomew's not with you.
Who's Bartholomew?
You don't know who Bartholomew is. It's just,
No,
a, it's just
whatever
a name you
Stick
just
Boy's
said.
name is, because I forgot it already.
Stickboy's James something.
James
James
Emmanuel
Cameron.
the third or something.
The 17th, yeah.
The 17th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning on
17th.
James.
I'm back.
All right. Yeah, if you guys want to start heading out, you guys can. You guys, yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Yep.
Yeah, let's head out.
Alrighty.
Also, we're not just heading straight south. We're going to like southwest, so we're heading like so we don't meet with the river, so we stay like to.
Okay, so you're staying off the road then for the most part. The road heads directly south from this point, from where you guys
It
are.
would be more efficient. That way, instead of like having to move one way, then move along the road, we're just going to go straight the direction we need to go.
All right. I mean, it would basically be down the path for the most part.
Yeah.
But you guys can head through the woods if you like.
Oh, it depends how thick the woods are.
They're
woods are like-
pretty thick, but you have a ranger
No,
that's
no.
proficient in the woods for the most
No.
part.
There we go. Then we just have no slowdowns. Then I'm perfect.
Go ahead and roll perceptions though. While you guys are about getting ready to head out, you guys leave the cave. You're starting to head out of the woods.
Look at that.
Uh,
I did it again.
Tack.
Nat.
You're being helped by Stick Boy. He's kind of helping you carry, kind of sighing along the way, because you will not refer to him as his name, so he's not really helping you as much as you'd like. And you also notice to the north.
Both in and out of character, I keep forgetting his name.
Fair
Can't
enough.
help it.
That's fine. You definitely hear to the north, though, what appears to be sticks crunching and what appears to be screeching sounds. Like.
Crunching all these beautiful sticks.
You don't seem to notice anything. You guys, nobody else seems to notice this. Just Tack.
Guys, I hear crunching, probably not stick related, and screeching.
From which direction?
I mean, in this
Ugh.
kind of darkness, I feel like we should just be on our toes regardless.
Although like we crack
Yeah.
it dawn like before light gets out, so a little bit, not much.
You also notice, Tack, as you guys step out of your cave and into a little bit more opening, that the darkness has started to approach pretty dramatically towards your guys' area. It's not over top of you directly, but it's just north of you. You see some of the villagers notice this too, and some of them rush back into the cave. Some of the
We'll
children.
die in the cave. Let's get going.
The children.
Okay,
All right,
Stay out of the cave.
let's go.
yeah, we're trying to go.
The
Quit running
darkness-
into the cave. Now we know it's there. Look, it's in the sky. Who can miss it?
Yeah, let's run. Come on, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
You guys can
Yeah,
head out
let's
however you
go.
want. You guys are in
You
control of
watch
your
the
characters.
show.
We'll
As
move
long
in
as
the
I'm
direction
bringing
away from
Doggo
it.
with me, I'm following.
Which way do you guys want to move? Move your characters. You guys you're in charge of moving your characters for the most part.
We're going south, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you guys head out south, you're having a little hard time getting through the forest area a little bit as you're moving towards the road.
Everyone stay close together, otherwise you get lost and we're not.
I'm lost.
Right around that time, you guys get a little bit of ahead of the group.
Well, I'm sticking with the group. I'm not like I feel
Okay,
like we're moving all through.
Yeah, you guys are moving awful fast. Let's just put it that way. Sorry, I told you guys to move yourself, but I don't know where someone just disappeared on me.
We've been engulfed by the darkness.
I don't know where you guys just went.
Oh, Doggo vanished.
Yeah, where'd you guys move them to?
I was moving Doggo with me. He's right behind me.
Are you guys still on the map? Who's not on the map anymore that just disappeared?
I am surrounded in darkness, so I might have gone off the map.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry.
I don't even know where you're at.
I was
Go back up. Press the up arrow. No one else move for right now. Why we're trying to figure this out. Fuck. Where the fuck did you go?
Did he accidentally delete it?
No, I mean I stopped while I was still on the map. I didn't move myself off the map.
Yeah, I don't think you're able to move off the map.
I saw us all move up one after we started moving down, and then you disappeared.
Then I did.
Just give him a no token.
I guess.
And bring Doggo back.
Fuck.
Gotta miss him.
Keep me away from my dog.
Maybe I should just move characters from now on. It's been a trouble.
Unless we're in combat, you can probably just move them and we just tell you what way we're going.
Yeah. I hate to do that though, because I want to leave you guys open to travel your own way, but the distance you guys travel is a bit like.
I mean, these are like 5 feet at a time. We're running through the
Yeah,
woods all together.
But you're with a big group of kids and stuff too, so it's like hard to like manage.
If they run at normal speed, they run like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Like this is like a relatively small area. This like a group could run through this.
That's still a large group. You still got wounded and sick, so that they're going to not run that fast.
It's fine. I'll just have to do theater of the mind a little bit more when I'm having you guys walk.
Pillow children.
Yeah, you also have Tax Pillow.
Yeah. God, if he dies, that'd suck.
If that's your pillow
No,
now, does that mean it counts as child abduction?
No.
Probably.
He's a cat.
He's
He
gonna
doesn't
adopt it.
understand human culture.
He's a cat. He can't abduct a child. No.
I'm too stupid.
What's your full health again? 7, 21.
It's that's the maximum 21.
Okay. All right, you should be good back now on the map.
There I am.
All right.
There's my doggo.
Yeah, you guys head down. You get to the woods a little bit, and let's just go ahead.
Hold on, Doggo just vanished again.
He did.
It just kind of zipped off the map. That's weird.
Is there a trap block?
There's not a trap block. I just don't move anymore. I'll move you guys.
Right.
I don't know what's happening.
It's weird.
Sorry, stream. I'm gonna have to take privileges away from the players. They're not allowed to move their characters anymore.
I don't think anyone's moving Doggo. I think he just kind of vanished.
Yeah, I should probably just control Doggo and Stick Boy for the most part.
But I love Stick Boy.
Sorry.
Stick Boy, come back. I'm using it as a thing to lean on.
All right. Doggo.
I'll be right back. Someone's calling me.
Yep. Never. I mean, okay. For the most part, you guys are in the woods heading south. You can see the road off to your left. As you guys see the road, you hear more of the squawking and squealing. You can definitely make out that the noise is approaching you. You can't hardly keep up, or you can't hardly keep ahead of it. It seems to be basically matching your walking speed, if not surpassing. You hear footsteps, and you also hear flapping. And the darkness, as it slowly approaches, it seems to come over the forest. As it does, everyone starts to panic. The children start to panic. The guys kind of prepare a little bit. They get their pitchforks and their wooden logs and stuff. And the women kind of take the kids, and they're like, something's wrong. We have to hide. Like, they're coming. I can hear them. It's those black creatures again. I know it is. And they kind of run off into the woods this direction a little bit, away from the noise. You guys can run with them and flee with them. I would say, for the most part, Tack and Seven, go ahead and roll. And Suap, go ahead and roll for perception.
Perception.
Could I try to intimidate, or like? Well, no, never mind.
Pip, you can roll
Intimidate,
perception too, if you like. Pip, you are aware of what looks to be a large group coming from the north. You can't really make it out. It looks to be kind of flashes of darkness that kind of seem to be swooping in and out of the trees to the north. Just north of you guys. They seem to overtake the cave where you guys are at, for the most part, or where you just came from.
Guys, we've got incoming from the north. Large, very large group. They seem to be overtaking the cave we were just at. They're right on our heels. We should probably get going.
How fast are they gaining on us? Just
if they're just right there,
Tack.
can we just turn around and
Yeah,
attack
Tack.
them?
Actually, you can actually see them, Tack, visibly from your with your vision. Some of you can't.
Yeah, how fast are they gaining? Is it an insight check?
They are approximately probably about 50 feet behind you, I would say.
They're gaining fast.
30.
Yeah, we need to fight them, not run away.
Do you want to fight them?
Well, I want you guys to fight them, and I'll hide in the back and throw things at them.
At this
More
point,
candles.
you guys
Oh god, no
can
candles.
go ahead and roll initiative.
Hmm.